We all know that kids' coloring books sell, but did you know there's actually a coloring book for kids niche that is selling up to $1,124 in sales a day? Well, not only is that true, but I'm going to show you that niche and I'm going to show you how you can actually compete in there. And don't worry, you don't have to have any artistic ability at all, because trust me, I don't. So if you're interested in learning more, make sure that you give that thumbs up a smashy smashy. It gives me that nice warm fuzzy feeling inside. And it also lets YouTube know that this is a video that they should share. And with that, let me introduce you to this niche and show you how you can compete in it. Here we are on Amazon.com, and we're going to do a search for ABC coloring book for kids ages 4 to 8. And I've already done that just to kind of speed things up a little bit. As you can see, the competition is pretty high with 9,000 results, but don't worry, I'm going to show you how to reduce that. What I wanted to show you is how lucrative this particular niche can be. So we're going to scroll down. I'm not going to click on any of these sponsored ads because I don't want to be that kind of guy. I want to pick one that is doing fairly well, but more importantly, I want one that has a history behind it. So it's been around for a couple of years. Let's see. So we've got this one. I'm using the DS Amazon Quick View Chrome extension. It's free. That's what I'm using. That's what's doing this little pop-up right here. This one was published November 26th. Hey, that's my birthday, November 26th, 2019. I really don't want to look at this one because it's 204 pages, and chances are we're probably not going to want to create a book that long because it's going to eat into our profits. Okay, A is for animals. So this is a coloring book, alphabet coloring book, it looks like, with some animals in it. And it's been around since September 24th, 2019, so a little over, or a little less than 2 years. So, and it's 56 pages. Yeah, this looks good. So here we are. Obviously, it's got a ton of reviews because it's probably selling a lot. Let's scroll down here. And as you can see, this is popping up. This is actually another free extension called Helium 10. And it's another Chrome extension. And what this does is this shows you the history of the sales on a particular book. So right now it defaults to 30 days. I want to go all time. I want to see what it's done. So here we are all time. The green line, that is the different prices that they've tried. I'm focusing on the blue line because that's the sale. That's what we care about. So as you can see, let's see. I mean, it's got dips and valleys just like any book. But let's look right around. Okay, I mean, look at this. This is in the 100s. I mean, at its best, it was, what, 100 and something? So let's just say 200. I'd like to go to TCK Publishing's pricing calculator, their sales calculator, and it's going to be for books. We're going to go in, and I'm going to put in, let's say, 200, a ranking of 200. And what this will do is, and Kindlepreneur has one as well. They differ slightly with their numbers, but they're pretty much similar. And it will tell you on average how many sales they're getting to keep that ranking. Again, I'm putting it on book, and I'm going to hit calculate. 426 sales a day to keep that ranking of 200. Let's just say 3,000, okay? Let's give it the benefit of the doubt and say the ranking is 3,000. Okay, so with a ranking of 3,000, again for the book, that's going to be 65 sales a day. Okay, now we're going to go over to Tangent Templates. They have a pricing calculator, and what the pricing calculator does is you put in the type of print, whether it's black and white or color, the page count, and what the list price is, and the currency, and it will tell you what your royalties will be. So for this one, if it's a coloring book, it'll be black and white. It was, I believe, 56 pages. The list price is, right now, it's $6.79, but when it was at those, at majority of the time, it looked like it's $7.99. See where it says list price? It was pretty much $7.99 U.S. currency. And our royalties are going to be $2.64. Okay, so $2.64, 65, the number of sales a day, $171.60 a day. And that's at the 3,000 BSR, not even the 200 or the 131 or whatever that it actually got down to. If we did real quick, let's do it for, let's just say 200, nice round number, 200. Calculate. So 426, so we'll do 426. How would you like $1,124.64 a day? How does that sound? That sound good, right? We've established that it's a lucrative niche. But again, we saw that it's also 9,000 books in the competition. 9,000 results, that's a lot. Well, I'm going to show you something that's actually going to help you reduce that number. So there's two places I want to show you. One, I talked about previously. It's Creative Fabrica. Now, Creative Fabrica actually is running a special, and they actually, if you go to kwheelerbooks.com/CF deal, you're actually going to see that they're giving you, instead of $29 a month, you actually can get unlimited access. The first month is going to be $1. That's it. It's going to cost you $1. And then every month after that is only going to cost you $19 instead of the $29. So again, if you want to catch that deal, the deal expires pretty soon. So you want to check that deal out. You can go to, let's just click in here real quick, and we can do a search on alphabet coloring book. Let's say alphabet coloring page. Okay. We go in here and see all the different things that they have to offer. Okay. They've got all different ranges, whether, you've got the images to go with the letters, animals, whatever you want. But the other one I want to show you is something that we haven't talked about in this channel yet, and that is Vexels. Vexels is actually completely subscription based, but they've got a lot of different things in here that I've not seen on any other site. Now, if you're looking right now, because I pre-recorded this video, there's an option for merch and an option for design. Those are the two different subscription packages that they have. But as of September 1st, 2021, they're actually going to have a KDP option as well. Now, the new KDP plan is actually going to allow you with 125 downloads a month plus 2 design requests. And we'll get to that in a second. But first, let me show you what they have. So we're going to go in here. You can click by niches, topics. I'm just going to go into graphics, and I'm just going to type in coloring book interior. And I'm going to show you some of the bundles that they have available. Right here, they've got a bundle for Easter, as you can see. They have a bundle for maybe the summer, the spring, all these nice drinks, any kind of beverages, okay? Food. Let's see, this one is 40 linear illustrations, and it tells you right here, these are baby animals. You can hover over autumn season. So all these different topics that you can do. Let's see, this is musical. This is more like Christmas time. You got some chibi characters here. All these different options, sports. But what I wanted to point out, in particular to the niche we're talking about now, the letters, is they've got letters, coloring pages, that are not just normal letters. Like, for example, this one. This is Halloween based. So if we went over to this niche right here where, it's 9,000, and we just typed in Halloween ABC coloring book, it now drops it from 9,000 down to 385 results. So it really helps niche it down. So yes, you'll still be indexed if you're using this keyword. You'll still be indexed for ABC coloring book for kids ages 4 to 8. But also by adding in the Halloween theme, it makes your book stand out even more. So let's see some of the other coloring options that they had that had to do with letters. Okay, here are monsters. So monsters, yeah, you can use for Halloween as well, but monsters are something kids love anyway. And then you've got this one over here where they're animals. They're, like this is a snake. This is a unicorn. So let's use the monster one. Okay, so we'll go back over here, and instead of Halloween, we'll do monster. And now it drops it down to 375. So again, niching it down. So if you wanted to check out the Vexels, you can go to kwheelerbooks.com/Vexels. And again, if you want to check out that deal for Creative Fabrica, you can go to kwheelerbooks.com/CF deal. Other options that they have here is, like I said, here's one for Valentine's Day, right here. Some retro cartoons. Here's one specifically for Thanksgiving. You got space. So you got all these different underwater, all these different bundles that they're doing for coloring books. So you don't even have to create the coloring books yourself. Let's go to the Halloween one. So we click on this, right? And remember that other one that we talked about that with all those sales had 56 pages. Okay. Well, when you're thinking about a coloring book, especially for kids, typically what you're going to do is you're going to have an image on one side, a blank page on the back of it, so the ink doesn't go through if they're using markers, and then another image. So a 56-page book is really only going to have at most 23 illustrations in it. And this right here is giving you, I think this says 40 illustrations. Okay. So what you would do is after you download it, you can upload it to something like GIMP, which is a free software for using with illustrations. And then you can literally just cut out each letter or number in this case or whatever, and make it its own image, save it as a PNG, and then use it for your coloring book. Now you want to add to your book and make it even more competitive, add in some puzzles or dot to dots or something like that. So again, this one happens to be, these bundles are on Vexels. Remember earlier I talked about the 2 design requests that you get per month with the KDP plan? Well, what are design requests? Well, what a design request is like, for example, your alphabet coloring book. There may be an image that you really want, but you don't see it anywhere on the Vexels site. Well, you can go into your account, like right here, I've got my K-Wheeler account, click in here, and you go to My Requests, and you can actually make a design request. Like I said, with the KDP plan, you get 2 requests per month. And you go in here and you tell them what you're looking for. So maybe for the cover of your book, you want an illustration that's going to be completely different than the other images in your book. So maybe you can say that you want a gray shark holding a blue A, a yellow B, and a green C. Give as much detail as you can, and they will put in the request, and they will actually create that image for you. And again, you get 2 of those per month with the KDP plan. I haven't seen anything like that on any other site. So do you think a coloring book like this is something that you're interested in doing, or maybe making an activity book by adding in some puzzles and other things like that? Let me know down in the comments. I'd love to hear about it. I'd also like to know whether you plan on using Creative Fabrica with their Creative Fabrica deal, where you get 1 month for only $1, and then after that, it's only $19 a month. Or if you're going to try out the new KDP plan on Vexels that is available starting September 1st, 2021. So was I right? Not only is that a niche that's making great sales, but it's one that you can actually compete in if you use the advice that I gave you, and you don't even need any artistic ability, which is good for me. Now, what if you wanted to take that book that we talked about, take that coloring book and turn it into an activity book? Well, then check out this video series right here where I show you how to make puzzle pages that you could then make, put inside with your coloring pages, and make it into an awesome activity book. Now, if you've already seen those videos, or maybe you don't want to make a puzzle book, you just want to stick with the awesome coloring books that you can make using Vexels and Creative Fabrica, well, then check out this video right here because YouTube says it's perfect for you. I'll catch you in one of those videos, and remember to write right.